What's up everybody, it's Jim, and in today's video, let's go ahead and rank the Wave 3 Booster Pass tracks for Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. This video will contain spoilers, so you don't have to worry about revealing spoilers in the comment section below. You can also let me know in the comment section below your ranking of these Wave 3 tracks, or just your favourite or least favourite, and you can let me know which of these two Grand Prix is your favourite as well. And the video that helped me rank all these tracks I will leave in the description below. It's a video that's got all the tracks from this wave of the Booster Pass tracks for Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Let's go ahead and rank the tracks. My number 8 is Boo Lake, which is from the Game Boy Advance, and for the good for this track, I really like the underwater section to it. I also really like the spooky music, it fits with the theme of the track, and I also quite like the fact that Boo gets his own track. But for the bad, in my opinion, there's nothing really too exciting in this track, and it's a very short track as well. So for all those reasons, I rate this track a 7 out of 10. My number 7 is Maple Tree Way from Mario Kart Wii. For the good, I think the leaves in this track are a nice touch. I also like seeing the wigglers in the track, and the shortcut through the trees is very fun, and I'm also a big fan of the autumn aesthetic. But for the bad, I think this track could be slightly shorter, and it's quite a safe track that feels familiar to other tracks in my opinion, and I would rate it a 7.5 out of 10. My number 6 is Peach Gardens from the DS, aka Dual Screen. For the good, I really like the open area in this track. I really like the inclusions of the chain chomps as well, and I think the music is quite relaxing and melodic here. But for the bad, there could have been more going on in terms of the gameplay. I also thought it was a bit of a safe track, and I would rate it a 7.5 out of 10. My number 5 is Alpine Pass from the 3DS. For the good, I really like driving on the bridges. I also like that you can see the clouds below you. It's also got a steep but thrilling upward slope, and it feels very satisfying after you completed every lap, thanks to the upward slope. But for the bad, you're gliding in the air for too much of it, and it could have had an obstacle or two in the tunnel portion of the track. But I would rate this track an 8 out of 10. Number 4 is Berlin Byways from Mario Kart Tour, and for the good, I really like the Berlin aesthetic, as well as all the characters you can see in the background. And I really like the train and the fact that you can go inside of it. There's quite a few twists and turns in this track which I appreciate. And the cars driving, sometimes it can be a bit of a problem, but I think overall the cars going there is a nice touch. But for the bad, it looks quite familiar to other tracks in my opinion. Because of that, I'd rate this track an 8 out of 10. My number 3 is London Loop, which is also from Mario Kart Tour. And for the good, I really like the attention to detail within this track. I also really like the different locations such as bridges, roads, and the sheltered area. The chain chomps are in this track, which I quite like seeing them. And also I thought it had a perfect amount of challenge in this track. I also thought this track made me want to revisit London. I've not been to London since 2019. But for the bad for this track, I do think the third lap is a little bit underwhelming, and I feel like the music doesn't really fit the London theme. So because of that, I'll rate this track an 8.5 out of 10. My second favourite track from this wave is Merry Mountain, which is from Mario Kart Tour. For the good, I really like the theme and vibe of this track, as well as it's very relaxing and festive. I am also a big fan of the festive train that goes around the track. Also, I'm a big fan of the attention to detail here. And this track definitely gets you in the Christmas spirit. But for the bad, it could be a little bit shorter, and because it's a festive themed track, it restricts you to when you really want to race this track. So because of those reasons, I would give this track a 9.5 out of 10. Close to being perfect, but not quite there in my opinion. My favourite track from this wave is Rainbow Road, which in my opinion is my favourite track so far of the Booster Pass. And this is on the 3DS. For the good, I'm a big fan of the graphics and the way that this track overall looked. I really like the varied gameplay. I didn't think the track could get any better, but it did. I felt like each lap, or each second of it, just kept getting better and better and better. I also love that each lap was different, and I'm also a big fan of the music here. I think it's one of the most fun Mario Kart tracks I've ever raced on, and I think this is the only track from the Mario Kart Booster Pass that I'm going to rate a 10 out of 10. Yep, 10 out of 10. I think this is the perfect Mario Kart 8 Deluxe track. Now I'm going to go ahead and rank the Grand Prix. So my least favourite Grand Prix here is Rock Cup, which has Blue Lake, Maple Treeway, Alpine Pass, and London Loop. That means my favourite Grand Prix here is, and it's also my favourite Grand Prix from the Booster Pass track so far at least, and that is Moon Cup, which has Peach Gardens, Belgian Byways, Merry Mountain, and Rainbow Road, the 3DS version that is. So there are rankings of the tracks and the Grand Prix from this Wave 3 of the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe Booster Pass tracks, and again, you could let me know your thoughts on these tracks in the comment section below. Thank you for watching, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe and comment. I'll see all you gamers around. Until next time, ciao.